Hi there, I'm John from CNCKing.com, and today we make custom pottery stamps. So if you're a potter, you always want to brand what you have. Now, one easy way to do that is just to use, something sharp with some water and you sign it, so to speak. In this case here, we actually just make stamps. And now these are 6mm acrylic, or 1/4 inch. And they end up becoming 3mm and 3mm, or 1/8 and 1/8. So it gives you a nice depth of the stamp. Now this is one of them. There's another one. I'll show you another one here. Again, it's hard to see because it's so small. Another one here. So again, just acrylic. The nice thing about this is the speed. Let's say you make 100 vases and you want to brand every one of them. Going like this takes 2 seconds. Signing them takes a lot longer. And the process is really seamless and straightforward. You just press in, press out, and then you throw it into the kiln. Now when it comes to making custom stamps, we can literally make them any size, any shape, any design that you have in mind. So let's say you want 5 different ones or just one big one. Whatever you could think of, we can do it here in the shop. And the reason why we use acrylic is because it's a very stable material. It's a very durable material for this specific application, and it's a very cost-effective material to work with. Now, something I can't emphasize enough is that what I'm doing here is actually really dangerous to do. And if you have a lesser machine or not a good laser cutter or engraver, you're just asking for trouble. Now, the reason for that is pretty straightforward. You're basically using photons, or using high-energy lasers to cut through a petroleum product. And the result of that is a lot of fire. Now in this case here, I have compressed air shooting down on the material. So any possible fire that starts is extinguished immediately. And any of the gases that are formed during the laser engraving and cutting process don't have a chance to build up in the machine because I have a 3 horsepower system sucking the air out of here as soon as it's being made. So because there's no combustion material building up in the machine, and I have air shooting down on the product that I'm engraving and cutting, there's very little fire. That being said, when you see the second part of this video here, when I'm cutting, there's definitely some fire there. There's no way around it, but there's nothing for it to catch to. Now, another thing to keep in mind is acrylic can become liquid, and when it becomes liquid and it's ignited, you have, again, a nice fire. Some of the best fires I've ever had are in the fire pit, burning off some scrap acrylic to start the fire. It's basically like a blowtorch. It's just astonishing the heat that comes out of this. And again, it's just like throwing gas on a fire. So if you want to do this kind of stuff and you have a laser engraver, I'd consider that not a good idea unless you know really what you're doing and you have the experience doing it. The thickest acrylic I've ever cut was basically 1/2 inch, and that was some pretty good flames popping out of that one. Now we make a lot of custom rubber stamps here with self-inking and manual inking stamps, all that kind of stuff. We also do custom seals, which is used we use Delrin with. And what Delrin is a harder material, so it can handle squishing the paper and embossing it. Now in this case here for these, the material that they're pressing into is just clay. And the nice thing about clay is it's very soft. So this is why the acrylic is the best choice, at least in my opinion, for this application. Because it's pretty strong. And this is incredibly thin. If we did this out of rubber, the problem would be it's just too mushy. You want something really hard and defined to press into and take cleanly out of the clay. And that's what acrylic provides. So if you're looking for custom pottery stamps, contact me at CNCKing.com. We'll make it for you and ship it right to your door.